Let's not be ashamed to ask the good Lord to walk with us in every situation, whatever you may be going through. Don't be ashamed to ask the good Lord to walk with you. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. I need Jesus to walk with me while I'm on this tedious journey. I want Jesus to walk with me. Hold my hand, Lord. Jesus. Will you hold my hand? Jesus, won't you hold my hand? Hold my hand, Lord. Will you hold my hand? While I'm on this tedious journey. That's why I want Jesus to walk with me. In my trials, will you walk with me? Yeah. In my trials, will you walk with me? When my heart is almost breaking, oh, I want Jesus to walk with me. You see, I will lift my eyes to the hills from which cometh my help, and my help surely coming from the Lord. And the Lord is that shade upon their right hand. The Lord shall preserve that soul, that coming out and going in for this time and forevermore. Be my keeper and my friend. I said, Lord, you keep me going. Lord, preserve me and my soul. I said, thank you, Jesus. You made me whole. Say, walk with me, Jesus. Talk with me, Jesus. Stay with me, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Lord, for walking with me. Hey, you made me free. Thank you, Lord. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you walking with me, yeah. You made a way and a new way. You set me free. You shake my soul. Thank you, Lord. So many times we think about yesterday. Let's concentrate on today, and He will show you the way.
Even in my darkest days, even in my darkest ways,
a brand new start. Who can work miracles for you?
Even in my darkest days, even in my darkest ways, even when I'm lonely, He won't leave me alone. Even in my darkest days, even in my darkest ways, even when I'm lonely, He won't leave me alone.
When there's trouble on every side, the only thing you know to do is cry. I know a man who will open doors. I know a man who will restore.
His name is Jesus.
I call him anytime, day or night. You know he'll make everything right. Stand on his word because it's true. Just know that God is working it out for you.
Hearts have been broken, dreams have been shattered. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday is gone. I know a man who's mighty and strong. I know a man who can conquer it all. I know a man who will take care. He'll lift you up when you fall. His blood will wash you clean. Jesus, He will never leave you alone. Jesus, yes, this man who gave his life on Calvary, the blood He shed, it will make us strong. Even in my darkest days, yeah. Even in my darkest ways, even when I'm lonely, He won't leave me alone. Even in my darkest days, even in my darkest ways, even when I'm lonely, He won't leave me alone.
Won't leave me alone.
He won't leave me alone. No. He won't leave me alone. He won't leave me alone. No.
It's your boy David Benton. Hey yo, Shay. It's time to go beyond the fence. Life is so good. It's so good. Yeah. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drives the bones, you know. Yeah.
It's about 8 in the morning, I'm just waking up. Got the Folgers on brew, about to fill my cup. While I'm looking out the window, let the sun come up. I'm good. I'm good. About to get my day started. Off to work, about to make them dollars. If only you knew what I've been through, you would smile and say that I'm good. I got a good job, I'm good. And my bills are paid, I'm good. And my family's good, my health is good. I thank God that I'm good. I got a good job, I'm good. And my bills are paid, I'm good. I got food on the table, I know that He's able. Thank God I'm good.
Great, your feeling is hate. When we're ignorant grace, so intimate place, your heart of innocence make a life different break. This whole sin and the sinning, could the enemy hate? You are the sun, stars, and the moon. You are that beam of light when it's dark in the room. When I depart from the womb, you're the air that I breathe. Always there when I need you, preparing for peace. You're so good.
I got a good job, I'm good. And my bills are paid, I'm good. And my family's good, my health is good. I thank table. I know that he's able. Thank God I'm good. I got a good job. I'm good. And my bills are paid out. And my family's good. My health is good. I thank God that I'm so good, so good, so good. Lord, you've been so good to me. Yes, you have. I'm telling you, Lord, you've been so good to me. Lord, you've been so good, so good to me. Lord, you've been so good to me. You've been better than I've been to myself, better than anybody else. So good, so good, better than I've been to myself.
Worldwide Podcast.
Gotta keep holding on. Gotta keep holding on.
It's a blessing to see another day from all the hard work I've done on yesterday. By my Lord, I was trying to raise a family and making sure there was food to eat, clothes and shoes all on their backs. It was hard, but I kept on praying. Yes, God truly is faithful.
I made it through, so I encourage you
To hold on. Oh, yeah, Lord.
Gotta keep holding on.
Even when it's hard for me,
Gotta keep holding on.
help me to believe
Gotta keep holding on.
I got the victory.
Gotta keep holding on.
I was working all those late nights. Oh Lord, I was so tired. How much more do I have to go through? It was hard, but I kept on praying. Yes, God truly is faithful. I made it through, so I encourage you to hold on. Don't give up.
times praise Him.
Keep on holding on.
And the bad times praise Him.
Keep on holding on.
Through the fire and the flood.
Keep on holding on.
Covered by His blood.
Holding on.
Gotta keep on praising.
Holding on.
Keep on thanking. Yeah. Keep on holding on.
As I kneel to my knees and pray, cry out to you, Lord, in a special way. So many young people leaving this place that I must go right away. So if you love them, get up. Oh yeah, stand up. Put your hands together. Get up. Together. Oh yeah. Get up. Get up. Stand up. Stand up. Get up and give Him praise. We're thankful for your master plan. I shout hallelujah in advance. Grateful for everything. We're believing in you, Lord, to bring us through. If you need a healing, get up, get up, stand up, stand up, get up and give Him praise. Oh yeah, get up, put your hands together, stand up, your hands should be together, get up and give Him praise. Yeah, done for you what He's done for me. Stand up, clap your hands up your feet. If you still don't know what to thank Him for, give thanks for the air that you breathe. Get up on your feet and give Him all the glory.
Feel the power. Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double red sound.
Now I know you have a testimony. Or you are juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given you. Even better, you have put pen to paper and have written a book and desire to share it with the world. Well, then you need to be a guest on the award-winning My Journey with Paula G. Our next live taping will take place May 2nd and 3rd, 2020 at the Positive Power 21 Studios in Owings Mills, Maryland. For more information, email jerryvoicelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com, and we'll see you in May. Fees do apply. Now I know you have a testimony. Or you are juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given you. Even better, you have put pen to paper and have written a book and desire to share it with the world. Well, then you need to be a guest on the award-winning My Journey with Paula G. Our next live taping will take place May 2nd and 3rd, 2020 at the Positive Power 21 Studios in Owings Mills, Maryland. For more information, email jerryvoicelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com, and we'll see you in May. Fees do apply.
You say is true, and I put all my trust in you and all your sovereignty. Nothing in this world can beat a humble servant who was born a king. And my soul longs to see all of your glory, and my soul can't wait to see all your glory. You gave me a divine guarantee that one day I would see the totality of everything you are. So I'm not impressed with what this world tries to give me. You are everything, and everything you are. So save me all the do-re-mi. I don't want to hear unless you speak. Every word you say is true, and I put all my trust in you and all your sovereignty. Nothing in this world can beat a humble servant who was born a king. And my soul longs to see all of your glory, and my soul can't wait to see all of your glory. You gave me a divine guarantee that one day I would see the totality of everything you are. So I'm not impressed with what this world tries to give me. You are everything, and everything you are. A divine guarantee that one day I would see the totality of everything you are. So I'm not impressed with what this world tries to give me. You are everything, and everything you are. Oh. everything you are. So save me all the do-re-mi. I don't want to hear unless you speak. Every word you say is true, and I put all my trust in you.
Action.
Good evening, everyone. This is Lakeisha Mosley, and we are on Late Night with Jerry Royce Live. I have two amazing guests with me today, and they are life coaches, and they have phenomenal stories, and I can't wait for you to hear what they're all about and how they're reaching the world. First, I would like to introduce my guest, Edward Blankenship, and his tag name is?
I'm Coach 360.
Coach 360. That is a mouthful. I definitely want to ask you what that means in a
Ever wonder how some people are able to juggle this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given them? Do you want to stir up those gifts and that fire that has been shut up in your bones but you don't know how? Tune in to My Journey with Paula G and take the leap as our guests share how they make it all happen. Catch us on WATC2, that's TOO.TV, Thursday mornings, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also download the free WATC app or view on Roku, Hulu, Truly, Jinico, Google Play, and Apple TV. Remember to stir up your gifts and embrace your journey. Positive Power 21 Productions presents Shalonda Williams and a short film on domestic violence. A riveting story about a decision that could change lives forever.
Hey, I'm Gordon Jones, the host and producer of Blessed and Talented Soul Ministries. Check us out on YouTube.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Donovan sound.
Now I know you have a testimony. Or you are juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given you. Even better, you have put pen to paper and have written a book and desire to share it with the world. Well, then you need to be a guest on My Journey with Paula G. Our next live taping will take place May 2nd and 3rd, 2020 at the Positive Power 21 Studios in Owings Mills, Maryland. For more information, email jerryvoicelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com, and we'll see you in May. Fees do apply. Now I know you have a testimony. Or you are juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given you. Even better, you have put pen to paper and have written a book and desire to share it with the world. Well, then you need to be a guest on the award-winning My Journey with Paula G. Our next live taping will take place May 2nd and 3rd, 2020 at the Positive Power 21 Studios in Owings Mills, Maryland. For more information, email jerryvoicelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com, and we'll see you in May. Fees do apply.
You say is true, and I put all my trust in you and all your sovereignty. Nothing in this world can beat a humble servant who was born a king. And my soul longs to see all of your glory, and my soul can't wait to see all of your glory. You gave me a divine guarantee that one day I would see the totality of everything you are. So I'm not impressed with what this world tries to give me. You are everything, and everything you are. So save me all the do-re-mi. I don't want to hear unless you speak. Every word you say is true, and I put all my trust in you and all your sovereignty. Nothing in this world can beat a humble servant who was born a king. And my soul longs to see all of your glory, and my soul can't wait to see all of your glory. You gave me a divine guarantee that one day I would see the totality of everything you are. So I'm not impressed with what this world tries to give me. You are everything, and everything you are. A divine guarantee that one day I would see the totality of everything you are. So I'm not impressed with what this world tries to give me. You are everything, and everything you are. Oh, everything you are. Oh, so save me all the do-re-mi. I don't want to hear unless you speak. Every word you say is true, and I put all my trust in you.
Action.
Good evening, everyone. This is Lakeisha Mosley, and we are on Late Night with Jerry Royce Live. I have two amazing guests with me today, and they are life coaches, and they have phenomenal stories, and I can't wait for you to hear what they're all about and how they're reaching the world. First, I would like to introduce my guest, Edward Blankenship, and his tag name is...
And I'm Coach 360.
Coach 360. That is a mouthful. I definitely want to ask you what that means in this.
ever wonder how some people are able to juggle this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given them? Do you want to stir up those gifts and that fire that has been shut up in your bones but you don't know how? Tune in to My Journey with Paula G and take the leap as our guests share how they make it all happen. Catch us on WATC2, that's TOO.TV, Thursday mornings, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also download the free WATC app or view on Roku, Hulu, Truly, Jenico, Google Play, and Apple TV. Remember to stir up your gifts and embrace your journey. Positive Power 21 Productions presents Shalonda Williams and a short film on domestic violence. A riveting story about a decision that could change lives forever.
Hey, I'm Gordon Jones, the host and producer of Blessed and Talented Soul Ministries. Check us out on YouTube.
Greetings and thank you for tuning in to My Journey with Paula G. We'd like to thank our underwriters, The Good Actor Studio of Marietta, Georgia, My Coffee Shop at East Lake, Pastor's Time International Bible College, Augusta, Georgia, with Dr. Paul and Marcia Kelly, Creekside Dental Incorporated of Douglasville, Georgia, Lusu Designs with Brandon Sampson of Maryland, Survival Radio Network and Clicks Photography by Clark Garrison, and Positive Power XXI Christian Media and Radio Network with Journey Was Live Worldwide. We hope you enjoyed this presentation and tune in again. Embrace the journey with Paula G.
Thank you to LMB Tax Service, underwriters for My Journey with Paula G.
Like Christ loves us, requires sacrifice from us. Sometimes we don't want to work that hard, Sometimes we don't want to make the effort, but we ought to, yes. We show that we love him if we do. Na, 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 na. And he loves me, and I really love the Lord. Yes, I do. When I tease with my mouth, that's what I say. I always say that I do.
Welcome to My Journey with Paula G, where we juggle this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given us. Thank you all so much for joining us here on another episode, and we also thank our underwriters and all of our supporters for making not only this episode, but all of the episodes of My Journey with Paula G possible. Thank you so much, and thank each and every one of you for watching. Well, you know, each episode I always start with a gem from one of the jewels that are on this journey. Each and every person that has been part of this journey has shared a motivational quote, scripture, or word of encouragement. And our scripture today, our jewel today, comes from Danette Watson. And her favorite scripture is Amos 9:13 through 15. Things are going to happen so fast, your head is going to swim. We are going to eat the fresh vegetable and drink the good wine. And this is from the Message Bible. Let me read that again. Things are going to happen so fast, your head is going to swim. We are going to eat the fresh vegetable and drink the good wine. And she also encourages you to get an accountability partner. Whatever your journey may be, whatever it is that you are seeking, that you desire to do, goals that you're trying to achieve, an accountability partner helps you on that journey as well. We are so pleased to have my guest back with us again on My Journey with Paula G. And she's been a busy lady since her last visit with us. She's an author, broadcast media professional, and an entrepreneur. Please welcome back to My Journey with Paula G, Miss Katrina Shaw. It is good to see you again.
Yes, so glad to be back with you, Paula G.
And you are looking absolutely wonderful again.
Thank you. So you.
You know, I'm trying to keep it all together. You know, we're trying
coordination.
Yes. You know, it's a journey. That's a journey in itself.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about what has happened since your last visit.
Wow, since my last visit, I actually I've been in a book launch of Woman Who Soared, which is a book collaboration.
Yes.
Of 7 women, 7 stories who stepped out on faith, launched their own businesses, and saw their dreams and purposes in the world. And also, my mom had passed, and that's one of the things I talk about in the book, as far as dealing with her death. And she had a stroke and had dementia, and it was kind of hard, you know, watching her die slowly through the years. And also in the book I talk about just the challenges as I go through as a breast cancer survivor.
Yes.
And there was a lot of things that happened. I lost a job for 15 years, but through that, that's why my title in the book is called Unshakable Faith, because through that, I opportunities came out of that.
Right.
Out of dealing with the grief and actually a grief, because when you lose a job, that's also like another.
It sure is.
A grief.
It really is. It's a closed door.
Right.
It's a grieving process.
Right.
It's a different kind of grieving process. But it's a grieving process.
But through that, opportunities came through that, and it was just amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. You know, you have in this book, Women Who Soar, an anthology of stories, and you mentioned it was the 7 women, and you co-authored with author Paulette Harper.
Yes, she's
on
the
this
author.
book. Yes. And in your chapter, Unshakable Faith, from surviving to thriving. You share a scripture, Psalm 62, verses 1 and 2. My soul finds rest in God alone. My salvation comes from him. He alone is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. What drove you to select that scripture?
Oh my goodness! It's just the I've been through a lot through the years, and at this point of my life, when I was after my mother passed, and just having a diagnosis of being a survivor, it's just not easy.
Yeah.
And you have to continue to like make sure you eat right and keep your weight down, exercise right, and but when you're going through like challenges like that, you have to continue to trust God and try not to be shaken through anything that you go through.
Right. You and you know, if I could share here a bit of your story. As a survivor of breast cancer, I tell you, it is not easy. We must continue to trust God, stay focused, stay healthy with premium nutrition, exercise, and most importantly, keep our stress level down.
Yes.
And you know, I've been learning more and more about stress and just how debilitating stress, you know, we look at all these other physical things, but just how debilitating stress is. So can you share with us a little bit, maybe some of your daily routine of how you try to keep that stress level down and your nutrition, exercise? Can you share with us a little bit of what your routine is that you
Well, the first thing I do when I get up in the morning, I try to do a prayer and covering and meditation.
Yes, that's important.
But yes, that's important to stay focused, because the type of work that I do and is actually kind of stressful at fast paces. I work in broadcasting. So and the other thing I do with my health, I've been doing it for 5 years, and it's called a health and wellness product, and it's all natural, and I just do 3 steps in the morning, and that helps with my focus, mental clarity, and my energy. And then prior to that, I make sure I have to, with my diagnosis, I have to work out at least 4 times during the week. So I try to stay you know,
Within
in the
that.
course of exercising, and then I also at a membership at a massage clinic, so Massage Envy. So I make sure I get those monthly massages. Anything that I can do to help with just keeping my body in shape and try to eat the right foods and stay focused, I do it.
You do that.
Yeah, I try to do it. Yes.
And you know, you as you continue this journey, as you said, you're working in broadcast full-time, broadcast media professional, and that is your full-time job.
Yes.
Which, like you said, comes with its own challenges and stresses.
Yes.
Shall we
fast
say?
pace.
Yes, and it's a fast-paced.
Yes.
It's a fast-paced industry, as you know, as we know. There's, you know, a lot of specifics and timing and things of that nature. But also, being an author and an entrepreneur, and you spoke a little bit earlier about the health and wellness. Share with us a little bit how that came about. I know it kind of was birthed out of your being a breast cancer survivor, but share with us how you came about selecting maybe the particular plan that you...
Okay. So actually it was like when I had my surgery, I was recovering from my surgery. I actually saw a post on Facebook, and it was from a dear friend of mine who actually I used to work with. His name was Dana McDonald, and he was actually posting about this product. So I was looking at it, but because at the time, and I knew I had to change my whole. It was kind of scary because you know the breast cancer that I had was hormonal, and I had to. Doctor told me he had to eat all natural and organic food. So I was like, oh my God.
And
so
that's hard nowadays to find.
And then to change your whole entire diet.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually that person that, you know, when you go to the grocery store, you see somebody looking at the labels. That's me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm reading every ingredient, making sure, you know. So I was like, wow, because it got to a point that I was scared to eat. Like, what do I eat? You know, so when I saw that post, and it was like, you know, I looked at and I looked into it, and I said, you know, I'm going to be on board as soon as I, you know, get out of my recovery process. At that time, I was home, you know, doing disability. So I tried it, loved it, and it's just I've been using it ever since.
Yeah, it's working.
Yes, and it works for me.
That has to be frustrating, frightening. You know, all of those adjectives, and trying to determine what it is I can eat.
Right.
And being afraid to
Yes.
eat certain things that maybe you've eaten before.
Right, exactly.
But that you've been advised that you can't eat. And there's so many things that are in what we eat.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, a lot of women
That you
people
really
don't
gotta
know.
read.
Right, it's in what we eat that actually makes us sick, like the synthetic foods or stuff that's unnatural. You know,
So,
and right, it's a
it's a
lot.
lot.
It's based on nutrition as far as our health because our
Yes.
bodies are designed to heal themselves.
Yes.
But we have to
Oh, I'm
put the
glad you
right
said that.
nutrients in it. And then this product that I use, and that's why I promote it because I always believe in what I promote. It helps and it blesses other people, and it
Right.
definitely has helped me.
Yeah.
And so
It just
I
helps
believe
you to
in
be
right,
healthy, too,
exactly,
and
and it's
to-
because it keeps your body at an alkaline state. So basically, anything that if your body stays at an alkaline state, it's kind of hard for the diseases to thrive in an alkaline
and
state.
there's been conversation about alkaline
Right.
before. And we're going to continue this conversation when we come back on the other side of the break to talk a little bit about some of your other projects and,
Right, yes.
and what Katrina Shaw sees down the road.
Okay.
This is My Journey with Paula G. I'm here with author, entrepreneur, businesswoman Katrina Shaw, and we are going to continue this conversation on the flip side of the break. Stay tuned.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. Trials will come, but they will go. Remember, joy will come in the morning. The clouds will pass in the morning. The sun will shine at the dawning of the day. Just hold on. Speak the word, keep the faith. Just hold on. Joy will come in the morning. Just keep the faith in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. Trials will come, but they will go. Remember joy.
Welcome back to My Journey with Paula G, where we juggle this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given us. And before the break, we were talking with author, businesswoman, entrepreneur, media professional, Katrina Shaw, and she was sharing with us about a book that she co-authored, Women Who Soar, and it's stories of 7 women who are breast cancer survivors.
No,
And
not all.
Not all?
Not all.
Not all?
Yes,
Some
two.
of-
Yes,
two of them were breast cancer survivors. So it's a journey of 7 women.
Right.
Right. And before the break, you were sharing with us some of the life changes that you've had to make.
Yes.
In your diet and exercise and those kinds of things as a result of being a survivor of breast cancer. Can you share with the audience, those who may be on that journey of dealing with breast cancer, can you share with them some advice, some encouragement to help them on the journey? Because you're on the other side of it, so just by the fact that you're here is encouragement to them. But
right, just to continue to trust God, and it's all about mindset and staying focused. And just being proactive. If you have any questions or any concerns, just make sure they can keep
you ask
connection
that.
and
Mhm.
ask the questions
Mhm.
and just don't give up. You know,
Yeah.
just it's hard. It's a hard journey, but you have to stay encouraged, stay focused. Can talk to someone if you need to talk to someone, and just
Yeah. Are there any dietary suggestions that you can give anyone at this point, or everyone is different?
Everyone is different, but it's still good to nutrition is like nutrition is so
It's
important.
huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you can change your diet and exercise as much as you can, and because definitely nutrition is definitely important. Yeah. And your stress level. Do whatever you can do to keep your stress
to
level
keep that
down.
level
Right.
down. Yeah. And what about family and family support? Family support, is there anything in particular that you can speak to the family about how they can support that person who's dealing with breast cancer?
Right. I would say just do what you can do to be an encouragement.
to them.
Yes, definitely be encouragement. Because sometimes, a lot of times, people don't know what to say and how to be there for you. Because sometimes, there's like in John Hopkins, where I had on my story, there's the support groups. You can have family members come with you to some of the support groups.
Okay.
Yes, that would help.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And even just, I can imagine just even mentally what you're going through.
Right, and sometimes it's always good to, connect with other survivors. So that's why I started the nonprofit, and I have the blog on Facebook called MAIN, which stands for Mammograms is Not Enough, because that helps to support, encourage women. I post like encouraging things and
just to kind of help them out.
Help them out of family members that may have gone through it.
Yeah. So what's down the road for Katrina Shaw? What are some new projects that she has?
Yeah, the
in
new
store?
project is I finally launched my nonprofit in March of this year, and I'm so excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that nonprofit is going to help fund women who have insurance, don't have insurance, and it's the importance of extra screening. That's what MAIN stands for mammograms is not enough. And any expenses, any expenses and education, because a lot of women don't know a lot about extra screening and education. Period on breast cancer. So
any new books on the horizon?
Yes, it's a project. Stop a Warrior Woman that should be finally launching out in the fall. That's another collaboration, and I'm getting ready to sign another contract for another book that's going to be coming out. It's probably early part of next year, and it's called Courageous Woman Finding Strength in the Storm.
I love that. Courageous Woman Finding Strength,
and that's going to be volume 2, because volume 1 was out this year, and I want to be in volume 2. Yes.
So what does Katrina do to just unwind and relax and play? What?
Well, a lot of good things. That's when I started back writing. I mean, that just helps with that release. That's the release. Yeah. Yes, the write. Yeah.
I often hear the writers. They talk about how writing just helps them to they can put everything out on paper.
Yes, and it's good, and it's also good to just share your story, because you never know who you're gonna bless, who needs to hear it.
Yes.
So when I say, God, things that I've gone through was not for me, it's for someone else to encourage and empower. And I said, there's no way I'm not going to share my story and be a blessing and help someone else.
Who's been your greatest inspiration in all of this?
Well, my first inspiration as far as doing, my breast, it was my husband, because he went through, he's a cancer survivor himself, and he went through his first, and the next year it was me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was him first, and then it was you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So he was my number inspiration as far as that. But other than that, my family, my dad is always there to support.
So imagine that it kind of caused you all to even draw closer.
Yes.
As husband and wife.
Yes.
Both of you have gone through.
Yes, because I went through everything with him. The year prior, like God was preparing me, because the next year it was me.
Yes.
So it's like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you look back over your life, you heard that song, as I look back over my life and I think things over, I can truly say that I've been blessed. I've got a testimony.
Yes.
I've got a testimony. So if you could turn back the hands of time, and you can turn them back to whatever point that you feel was maybe a significant point in your life, what would you say to that, Katrina? You could turn back hands of time, and maybe there was despair,